We can't control people. We can only control how we react to the fuck shit that they do. How's it going, everybody? I'm Xavier Moon, and this is Apex. And today we're going to be talking about dealing with difficult people. But before we do that, I am 5 days sober from marijuana. If you want to follow this journey, follow on my Instagram below. And that way you can come with me as I take steps to make sure, well, I don't even think I'm gonna relapse. I feel completely done with weed or marijuana, whatever you want to call it. So, on to today's episode. So, I had this full script planned out on how I was gonna talk about dealing with difficult people. As you can see, I had all of these steps and everything. Maintain calm and composure. It was a lot. Set boundaries. And if you want to see the full scope of that, you can go to my website, becomeaman.org, where I posted an article where I usually do based off of each video, or actually the videos are really based off the articles. So if you want to go ahead and follow that through, you can go on my site and check that out. The reason that I'm not doing that today is because I want to get to the core of what I believe is the number one answer for dealing with difficult people. And a lot of people are not going to like this answer because a lot of people like to blame other people. If you're a blame type person, maybe go check out the article before you listen to the video, because the video is going to be way shorter than the article. All right. So dealing with difficult people is inevitable. They're everywhere. It's like, especially people like me who live in the restaurant industry. God, though, there's always at least two fucktards around. For some reason, the restaurant industry always attracts not shit workers. And if you're somebody who prides themselves on their work and wants people around them to carry their own weight, working at the restaurant industry may stress you out, which is one of the reasons why I've stopped smoking, is because, I was spending $700 a month on marijuana. That's rent for most people. So I don't need to be there because that's what I make there, pretty much. Besides the money I get from the VA. All right, so boom, boom, boom. Here comes my answer for dealing with difficult people. And the answer that I have for you all is look internally. Now, I know what you're thinking, but this person always does this, always does that. They say this, they say that. But how are you reacting? Why is this person's energy so strong that it's caused you to stress out? It's caused you to get angry, come out of character, maybe get physical, or even uproot yourself from a job that you may like, but the only thing that's stopping you from enjoying your days of work is this one or two people, right? So there's this guy I work with, and for the longest, I just did not understand how a man could be this useless and say such stupid things and just carries themselves in a way that quite frankly made me want to throw up. Now, of course, this person probably should work on themselves, but whether they work on themselves or not, I had to realize that my energy was too strong to be compromised by somebody else. For one, we work on the other side of the kitchen, two different sides of the kitchen. So that means I've been letting this person be so much more overwhelmingly powerful than me that from the other side of a whole building, I'm able to get frustrated just from hearing him complain and bitch about shit all day. Even bitch about me not coming over there to help. And I have 3 sections. I'm the type of person, I work hard. I'm not a hard worker. I don't believe in being titled a worker, but I do work hard because I take pride in my stuff. And that's me. That is my goals, that is my standards, that is my energy, and I cannot hold anybody else to that, especially in a business that I don't own. Now, if it was my restaurant, he'd be fucking out the door, you know, but as a worker, we put ourselves in the predicament that we have to be around certain people that we don't want to be around. And until we start our own businesses, which I am trying to do right now, well, not trying, I'm doing it, I'm definitely doing it. Until we open up profitable businesses that can keep us out of working in these 9-to-5 places, we need to learn to be more solid in ourselves. And until we get into a predicament where we're not having to drive around in traffic with other crazy people in traffic, we need to find more solidarity in ourselves. Until we're at a point where we can be at a grocery store and not have to go to a grocery store, my ad, because most of the wealthy people I know don't go to grocery stores. Until we could get into a place where, as Andrew Tate says, we're not fucking brokies anymore, we have to find solidarity in ourselves. We cannot let somebody drive us crazy that probably won't even give a fuck later on. Dealing with it internally, what does that look like? Journaling, I've talked about journaling all the time. And I know it seems redundant at this point, but it truly is important that you journal. Write down what's going on around you, what's causing you to feel uprooted in your energy, and assess it. Is it them, or are you being a bitch about whatever's going on? You know, if they're not physically hurting you or harming you or causing you to do extra work, you know, then what's the real problem? I had to ask myself, what about this person makes me tick so much? And is it really being strong, letting them let me tick? We can't control people. We can only control how we react to the fuck shit that they do. Maybe don't react at all. Maybe that's the energy you need to have. I made this video way briefer than it was going to be because I think I had 5 minutes of content planned out here. But honestly, I honestly believe if we deal with ourselves internally, all the outside shit that fuck people do won't really bother us like that. Or it will bother us and we'll have better ways to cope and deal with it instead of lashing out and changing our demeanor. So, for more knowledgeable information, I always post videos to my Instagram where I talk about relationships, or I talk about dealing with people, or stuff as simple as doing yoga and working out. So check that out. Follow the blog page, becomeaman.org, and I'll see you all on next week's episode.